CBD for recovery. So that's a hot topic these days. Like since it got legalized, CBD is everywhere, right? Creams, pills, you bath, you name it. So there's some talk that it helps with recovery. What's the story? Okay, first of all, what is CBD? It's one of the 113 elements of the cannabis plant, right? Doesn't make you high, we all know that. How would it work for recovery? So we have most anecdotal, some data that there's different mechanisms. It works on the adenosine receptors. These are the ones that take care of like heartbeat, vasodilation. So if they're upregulated, you're nervous, you're anxious. If they're being blocked, and by that I mean downregulated, you would be less anxious, right? And then there is the TRVP1 receptors, which they being upregulated when there is chronic pain, which CBD also seems to downregulate. So that's interesting, right? So now the question is like, should you get it? Okay, a couple of considerations. I do not know how well it works transdermal, so probably oral is your better bet. And then there's the internal question, it works as an anti-inflammatory. Okay, inflammation is not always bad, right? So weight training causes inflammation, and then the body uses that as a stepping stone to create bigger muscles and so on and so forth, right? So there's no point in like mindlessly saying inflammation is bad. If you're chronically inflamed, that's a different story. So transdermal, I don't know so much. But then I was thinking, okay, so in the grand scheme of things, it helps with recovery, right? But what's the number one deciding factor for recovery? It's sleep, right? So cleaning up your sleep routine and hygiene, meaning ideally no electronics before going to bed, paper, books, calming down, and so on and so forth, will do much, much more for you than any oil ever will. Number two is what I find is like finding, like resting in yourself, like sort of, for lack of a better word, inner peace, which could be achieved through like meditation, prayer, whatever. And then as a distant third come supplements like theanine, CBD. So it's an interesting substance, but as always, take care of the 95% first before you worry about the 5%. Maik out.